Hmm. And now, after I finally found which place and space I'm meant to be in, this is going to my Ros Boundy page on Facebook. I've just noticed that one. So I found that one. I'm not sure if it's going to my Ros Boundy profile. I think it's meant to be, but I'm not seeing it actually on my profile page. So it's going to somewhere on apps, from apps to Facebook pages, but I don't know which. So look, it doesn't matter. And yes, we have got someone saying, and I know you're there somewhere. I think you might be on the card reading group. I'm just going to go and have a looky cookie and see if it is there because I just want to make sure that I've got it pointing to the right places. It's one of those, when you're using something new, the possibility of the potential where it's going to, the possibility of what it's actually doing somewhere. And I don't know where it's going to. That second page is where? I don't know. I know it's on my profile. Not profile, my page, the Ros Boundy page. Oh, yeah, it is on my profile. So it's there. It really does have just a couple of things. Yes, I can just start to see some of it. There's one more comment, and this is from the profile. So now I know why. It's cat, I think, on my profile, because the profile and the privacy issues that Facebook have, the profiles don't show up who it is coming from. So when I actually put it on the screen, you won't see a name. And that's what that's coming from. So if you're on my actual page, you won't see the name. This one has Rena showing up because that is the page. The profile is the one that's private. The page is public, so you can actually see the name when it's up there. So that's the difference with the Facebook stuff. And because it's going to Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, the 2 Facebook locations, and YouTube. So there's 6 destinations to keep a track of. But what I like with this HAPS app is that it's actually able to give you the little, it's got the Facebook icons for the Facebook ones, but when it's the Periscope or it's the Twitch or whatnot, it changes to a little coloured bar in the comment stream. So I think the purple is Twitch. If it's Periscope, it's blue. If it's Twitter, actually, I don't know which one it is. The Twitter. I'll just check. What am I actually running it to? Twitter. So I'm going to Twitter, the 2 Facebooks, YouTube, Periscope, and Twitch. So that's the versatility of what HAPS can do and what it actually is, because I'm using HAPS. It's actually a new platform that makes it super easy. I'm reading it from the side. They've got a little spiel here. It's super easy for me to do that simulcasting and seeing the comments all in the one spot. But it's also super easy because it's free. You don't have to sign up for anything that you've got to pay something, put in a credit card or anything like that. It is totally free. But what they do is offer the reward system that you can actually earn what they're called. They are labeling them as coins, but it's a reward system that you can earn rewards for doing the broadcasting and sharing it with other people so that they can have the opportunity to join in as well, a referral system, and get your voice heard, get something seen that normally wouldn't be seen out in the world. There's a lot of local small town stuff that nobody else actually sees, and it gives the opportunity for people to be able to broadcast from anywhere. You can do it from your mobile phone. So, and Rena is saying, I'm going to present that on screen because you are saying in HAPS now you tend to get the Facebook notifications first. See, for me, when I go on Facebook, you get them ad hoc sometimes. You don't always get every notification from all of your friends, hardly at all. And you're not really seeing what you'd actually like to see. Whoops, I just kicked my dog. Poor peanuts. yes, there might be a few little things that are a bit lax, as in there's a time lag between when I'm speaking and you get it. There is some delays, and sometimes with the comments on the screen that you're typing and I get it quite a few seconds later, so it's not absolutely instant. But it needs that anyway, because we understand the process of how technology works. And thank you so much, Rena, because you've just given one of the rewards or an award. That's how it works. You earn these coins so you can share them around. When you have somebody actually do a subscribe to you or pay for a sponsor, you get nearly all of that money. There is a fee that HAPs keep out because they're trying to keep this wonderful platform floating, as in viable in that financial sense. Not making a fortune out of it, but they're able to keep it going because there is that contribution of sharing the rewards around in a way that does keep it flowing. The energy flows. Where the energy flows, the money goes too, type of thing. So it's actually a pretty nifty way of doing it. And Rena's even mentioning she hasn't used the award stuff before. It is so simple. The more that you broadcast or spend time on haps.tv, you're actually earning those coins without having to spend money. You're just earning it. So in that respect, HAPs are rewarding you for being here and watching other people's programs. You don't have to do the live streaming yourself. There's so many different varieties. I watched a live broadcast the other day. Admittedly, it was in the replay mode, but it was a local town had a fire at a house, and they were filming the wonderful work that the firefighters were doing, trying to save the house and that. It's just things that you don't get to see normally. Artists drawing, people taking you for walks through Paris or even the smaller towns. It's not just those big broadcasters that you're seeing. You're seeing an ordinary person presenting what they love doing. Cooking even, that type of thing. It's lovely. So I'm quite enjoying it. And my link is there somewhere. Did I put it there? Oh, I've still got my website in a different space because that one actually shows up every page in my... Actually, I'm going to put that up. I'll put that up there because that's the one that shows up as my main... Well, it is my main business website that I've been working on. Now, I am actually here to do a few readings. I thought, why not? It's Sunday. We've got time. You can make time if you want to or not. I was also wanting to try out, which is the other thing I'd like to do, is the buy me a coffee is the other way that I've grown into really enjoying putting in links and, creating a little mini website with that is the... Oops, and I went and close that down. That is a way where you get nearly everything that is donated from or paid by someone else, like you, supporting those that you want to support. It's why it's designed as it is. There's only the small fee that's probably for the PayPal or the Stripe that they take out, and a very small part of that is retained by Buy Me a Coffee, because like anyone, they need to keep having funds to keep their site up and running and paying those who are actually running it. It's the nature of a business is to make profit. How much it is in that respect, it's their business, not ours. I feel that Buy Me a Coffee gives you a jolly good deal of what you get back out of it. And I'm trying to find where I've got that link, and I haven't written that down anywhere here. It is in my Be Live. What it is Buy Me a Coffee /Ros Boundy. I think anything that I do is that. Hang on, let me see if I've got it here. I thought I did have. I can put that one. Look, it is. Is it time for a coffee now? And this is where I like the HAPs too. You can have little pictures uploaded and videos and all sorts, and put it on screen and share the space. I can invite anyone who's from HAPs. If you're in here in HAPs, I can invite you to come up to the screen as well. And that's fun. Having a guest on board, you can have, I've seen it where there's been 6 on the screen at once. Don't know how people actually work that, but anyway, it works. Now, we've got another Facebook user here. Because I can't see who it is, I should have it on my, actually, I wonder if I could have it on my iPad, because I do happen to have my iPad here. I could screen that there. So, hi, how are you going today? So I've got, oh, wonderful stuff. It's lovely things happening on there, but I've got to find, how do I get my page? Because I think it's that one that is there, and waiting for that. And here's the comments. Oops, and that's not coming. Now you can hear it as the, I don't want that. Let me go back. Now I've mucked it up, haven't I? All I want is the comments at the bottom. No, and it's going to keep coming up with the one that is there. Okay, someone that's an iPad user might be able to guide me better for that one. It's not letting me actually do the comments without coming up full screen, which I'm finding very, very annoying. So I'm not going to do it on there. I'm back. Distraction done. I'll just guess who you are. So I'm going all right. And this is the difference with the YouTube comment coming in from Mariam. See how it's got the little red square? I think it comes up. Oh, it doesn't show it. It doesn't show it on the live stream. Oh, there you go. Well, that's from YouTube. Interesting. So here we've got D. So you're on my Ros Boundy page on Facebook. I'm just looking at the studio end of it. Yeah, it doesn't mention where it's from, so that's all right. And Rena, I think that's why I quite liked that little emoji that I put up before. See how it really is having a bathing coffee. Yes, absolutely. It's just a fun image. I like the one that says be right back in case I'm called away all of a sudden. You'll find that one's a very interesting one, isn't it? And yeah, it's D. So I really do like this because it's it's very interesting. Now I might not be post your link in comments if you have it yet. Oh, Mel, you're on HAPS already. Yeah, I've just got to go and find it. The buy me a coffee one. I've just got to go and find it. Let me go and grab it because I do have it. What I'm actually wanting to do for those who'd like the full reading of, you know how there's the T cards on that mat, those ones. I've got this lovely, whoops, and that's got it's gone to the actual page. I wasn't wanting that. I just wanted to copy the link. But anyway, here is the link that I'll put in the comments here so that anyone who is actually on the HAPS app can click that link. I can't put it over all the others because it's just too hard. But certainly click in that link, and I want to see if I think it's about, actually I'm not sure, $9, 9 Aussie dollars or something like that, so that I think I've put it up on so that it pops up on the screen automatically, like some of that Twitch stuff. I'm still playing around and experimenting with it, and I'll do one of the big readings for that one. Otherwise, I'll just do the cards, the lemon deck, for those that just want a card for their day today. And I can do this in this way that I've got. Oops, why did that do that? I want to go to. Oh, whoops. That's because I didn't have my other screen. See that? There's the cards. I'm still playing around with buttons. Those who've followed me for a while will know that. I like playing with buttons. And here's the deck. There's the deck of cards. And I'm supposed to just be able to switch around like this, and it swaps it round. So you're seeing the cards and me just as the little bit. So I might leave it on that. Now, am I big enough? Let's see. For those that want to have, and see, this is now where this one, and it takes a little bit of fiddling with the eCam, but it's doable. It's doable. So from there, I can just place that there, you see, like I do every morning. I've got them placed just so nicely. And it was Dee, wasn't it, who'd like to have the card here. So I'm just going to put that on screen so we know who's got the card coming. And I don't know whether anyone's clicked on that buy me a coffee or not. Right, you can see me shuffling them there, Dee. And here we have your card that you're asking for. Oh, and I can tell that that's going to hurt my wrist eventually. I can feel it. Oh, so you've got the sneaky little mice, and I'm going to just drop that down a little bit because it's not quite close enough. And I might have to change. Oh, I can't. That's down as low as it'll go. So I might just have to go like that because the sun's actually shining on it a bit too much. It's giving too much reflection. And because I haven't done it with this platform before with these cards, I've got to go that way, don't I? I'll go that way. There you've got the fat little mouse. I love the fat little mouse because I think he's a gorgeous little creature. I mean, they are just part of what is our animal kingdom. They do sneak in and around because they're taking advantage of the dark spaces and places. They have that instinct that they don't want to be caught out in the open because that's part of what is self-protection. So, but whilst they're doing that, they are still needing to go and hunt for their resources, gorge on the food that they can find at the time because they don't know when the next lot's going to come up. And they'll just go hacking in anything that feels like it's chewable, edible, etc. As you can see, that nice little piece of cloth that he's about to chew through. It's, to me, instead of it being that, the guide card, the guidebook reading of it suggests that it's about thieving in the background and stuff like that. Well, it is in a way, but when you look at it from the other foot, they're taking advantage of what is around and about them as and when they can. So for me, that's the feeling that I get from it for you, Dee. So take advantage of what is the time and space that you're in at the moment. Enjoy, gorge if you need to. You might feel a bit sick if you overeat though, but take that you need at this point in time and don't feel guilty about it. And all things will settle as they need to. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you at the moment. And then now I can switch it around like that again. And I've got a really big circle in my head. I think I'll do it a bit differently. If I go from that to just that, would be a bit easier on the one screen. So here we go. I'm going to go back to the start of the conversation where, because I don't like losing track of who is putting comments there. Yeah, I don't know whether I put your comment on the screen before, Mel. The Buy Me Coffee app is a great app. It's free to actually sign into and create the resources that you put in there as the, it's where anything that is free, there's some people that will tell you, look, you don't get a free lunch for nothing. And that's true. It is part of what you're receiving is retained by them for a just fee to be able to continue the platform. And it has a blue background. Which one has the blue background? So that's the one that is with the YouTube, is it? Yeah. Right. So you're seeing that as, so the blue background is YouTube. If I do the Facebook one on the comments up the top, it shows up as, I'm waiting for it to show up. Oh, that's blue too. Is it a different blue? And I'm just playing with this. Facebook again. Ooh, that is really sore. And this is from my profile page. It's still the same blue, isn't it? So the comments are all coming up where you can see them as that blue. And yeah, Okay, so that's it. Now, this one is the next one that I'm going to pull a card for. So someone returned into my life, yes or no? Thanks very much. That might be Cat. But I can't look. It's just too much distraction if I need to look at the same time. So here we go. You can hear me shuffling. I'm going to switch it round to that. And there's the card. So the door is, the key is going to unlock if you want it to, or you can lock it away again if you want it to. That's what I'm feeling. But honestly, it looks like it's unlocking what is from the heart with that beautiful rose bloom in that bird cage. So it's setting yourself free after what seemed like ages of, being constricted, restricting in yourself, and letting that blossom, show it forth and be that really true essence of who you are. Do you know where my eyesight's going to is whatever that symbolism is? It almost looks like a lowercase t sitting in that key toggle, whatever they're called, a tumbler section. So it could be that. Oh, I just realised I didn't have myself as that little bit in the corner. Oopsie. Oh, look, one day I'll get used to all the tools. So there's that card with less glare on. I probably should put the screen at the window so that it filters a bit. Or a lace curtain. Actually, a lace curtain might filter a bit better. Anyway, so that's what that one is. And we'll put that one away for that. I'm finding... hang on, where are we? I've got that one. You're doing well, a lot better than I can. So I'm saying it I know the delay factor will be there. You're doing well, a lot better than I can. I love doing the live streaming. I find it a really nice way of doing connecting. So what kind of reading can you get? Now, with that link that is the HAPS, that's the HAPS profile one. That wasn't the one I was intending to share. The one I was intending to share was the Buy Me a Coffee. Hold on. I'll just get that link. I don't know whether I've got... I'm going to have to go there again. So I'll put the link to HAPS Readings. I've called it HAPS Readings. I'm just going to try that again in this link comment. It's supposed to be Buy Me a Coffee. That's it. That one. And I've called the little promo a HAPS live stream card reading. So that's the link for my Buy Me a Coffee, so that you get the reading that actually, with this, it uses this other set of cards. I've just got to get them out of my bag because I wasn't pre-prepared, because that would take up the table. So it can potentially be a longer reading, and I'm not actually sure how much I've put that as in that link. I think it's $9, like 3 coffees or 2 coffees or something. I can't remember. Or it's a set fee. I haven't actually looked at it. Oops, that's naughty of me. $9. So it's just under the $10 there for that one, and that would be Australian, so whatever your conversion rate is would be what happens there. So whoops, I've got something there that I can close down now. It's done. So that one, if you click into that Buy Me a Coffee, the HAPS live stream card reading, that's using this one. Hang on, I'll change it around so you can see it better. That's actually using this T. I'll get the card. It's just I do have a few. That's using this Curiosity Steampunk. It's T card reading system, so that you're actually having a full reading using this with whatever question that you're wanting. So you ask what your focus is that you want it. I've been practicing this for a bit now, and I feel confident in how I do these readings that you're going to get value for money. You having a reading via this system. So really what that buy a coffee link will do will give you one of those readings. Keep in mind it is going to be public. I'll be doing it as part of this live stream. If you want something that is more private, you'll have to go to the website, and that's why I've left that there as part of the show as well. Okay. So and so that was Miriam. So we've got Dee saying, thank you, exactly the headspace you feel that you're in at the moment. Yeah, I can understand that. Oh, did that go there? Just a reminder, there can be a lag between what I'm speaking and what shows up on the screen. So it's why I'm saying it before it actually comes up on the screen. So we've got another Facebook user who would like to have a card. You may recognise your typing there, a card for you. And I'll just go back to this one here. And what I'll do for those that I'm just picking a single card for is hold it up to this camera here. And that way I'm not having to switch between what is the table camera. That's the table camera that you can see there. And we've got this one here. So I'll just take the first card. Oh, and look at that. You've got the key card as well. So how interesting is that now? If I put that there, it's over my face. Put it there. So I need it there. Interesting how the camera picks it up, isn't it? So looking at that, that camera, that blossom, the bloom, are you wanting to actually lock that away to secure it, or are you wanting to unlock it and set it free? It's almost like, I'm feeling I need to go down a little bit to stop some of that glare. The one thing with having glossy cards is they do reflect fairly distinctly. You can see whatever is on the camera, like as in that reflection. But do put in mind there, that beautiful, and instead of the tumbler lock, what I'm getting is the part of the key that you actually hold on to as you're turning it. The beautiful work that's gone into this key, the wonderful carvings, or that and I'm trying to get it up there so you can see some of that detail without the reflection. That beautiful work that goes into only one part of what is that cage. It's the detail, and it's golden. It's big enough for you to hold on to lock or unlock. It fits that one cage, that you. So you need to be careful of who is holding that as to whether you want it to be locked or unlocked. I'm feeling with this one, and just have a look too, how there's that tiny little glisten on the peak. What do you call the top of, like you have with houses, you have those adornments up the top of your roof and the rest. The glint of shine on that from a light source, and it's just allowing that focus to be there just for that moment. Keep your focus on where you want that to be for your positioning and understanding in that unlocking. It's shining a light on it. Do you want it more towards the blossom, the bloom, or do you want it on the key? Do you want it on the keyhole so that you can see the keyhole? There's many ways that we can actually use to focus where we want that, that pinpoint of sight to be, that pinpoint of understanding. So hopefully that's helped you as I've picked your card there. So, yeah, pretty cool. Now I'm just going to do, because there's no more questions that I can see coming in from anyone, which is fine. I'm going to do a bit of a demo on the card spread system, this Curiosity that is by Tea with Karen. I'm really intrigued with how that system is working. So it's this one. I'll switch it around so that that's the focus, and we'll go that way, and I'll shrink myself down because it needs to with the size of how I've got this a little bit closer closer to the cloth because it needs to be. Okay. And there. Now, I'm not sure. Did that help you? I'm not sure what that one was actually referring to, who wrote that one. I don't want to keep jumping backwards and forwards to my page there. It's not showing up. Barbara Dyer. Barbara. Well, probably I don't need to be saying your full names, so you'd like to know about your partner, so that's okay. Here I can do that, certainly. If you want to have this spread, you can certainly go and have a look here at that Buy Me a Coffee link and try it out. I want to see if it pops up on the screen, but I'm not too concerned if no one wants to do it. What am I doing that for? I was shuffling those when what I'm wanting to do is this one that you'd like to know about your partner, Barbara, so that's cool. It's all learning in action, isn't it? We do these things as we go. And I'm hearing a plane outside. I guess it's probably a biplane. Being a beautiful Sunday here in Port Elliot, we have a lot of activity. Oh, and I haven't got that showing the wrong one at the wrong spot. Beautiful stalks. So as far as with your question, Barbara, it is stalks actually do have a partner for life, from what I understand. And what is happening there is a change around of the home space, a changing situation. You could have a change in your relationship, not necessarily to have it fall apart or anything, but to actually build it up, reorganize, refocus, fine tune it, have that, see how the sun shines there. It's really focusing in on that nest and creating that home space as you want it. It could be too that there might be some news of a new member in the family or something like that. You can see with where that stick is up the top, it almost looks like the final piece that's going to go into the nest, and pretty sure it's the males that do that placement, that they create the nest ready for the female, and their courting is, when they first court, that it is, for that purpose of building the nest that is going to be theirs and coming back to it. Very interesting. I don't know who Roland Consmaflow, because I don't understand the language, I'm not going to be putting that on screen. I don't know how Twitch does a translation, so unfortunately, I'm very sorry, I can't read, understand it. So here we have a beautiful connection that is lifelong. So that's how I would read it, Barbara, as far as that goes for your question. And I'm just going to pop over. Yeah. No, I'm not sure where that one's coming from. There's a thank you. So I will put that on screen. Thank you from Barbara. I'm just going to, if you could bear with me, what I'm going to do is and here's the one I really like. I'm just going to go and check out the Twitch, but I need to actually bring that up on my iPad. So I'm going to be distracted for a minute. So here's the one from a Be Right Back. Have a laugh. And you may be able to hear me at the same time. I'm not sure if you can, and I don't think I've got Twitch on my iPad. No, I don't. So if you hear the clicking, apologies for that too, but that's what it is, isn't it? And I'm not sure if I have to sign in or not. I just want to make sure if I'm not able to not able to do translations via this method. I don't know how that works. Translations. You can hear the echo because I haven't muted yet. Right now. And of course, I haven't got that chat up on screen because it is live, so I'm not 100% sure how that works. So I'll keep that there to monitor, and we'll be back to me now. So I'm not 100% sure there. It could be. It's nice to see someone coming in via Twitch, but I can't, unless I know what it's actually saying, I'm going to be putting that on screen. So apologies. Now, I was going to go back to giving a demo of this one here. And I've got some messages on my phone. I didn't block that off. Silly me. Whether I should be in Facebook or Haps. Yeah, buy me a coffee confused. Happy to buy a coffee if you send me the links. Okay, now this is where I'm not sure. Kat, I have got a message from Kat as far as the reading goes. I'm just wanting to find how do I do that. And let me see. I'll just go over to Messenger. I'm trying out new stuff, I tell you. It is new stuff. So for me. So here we go. I'm just going to paste that and see if that works. And we'll have a looky cookie. There we go. So far, here we are. I'm going to do the bit of a demo on what this one actually is for how this system works. Now, we've got it there. I start it. This is the base mat that is used, and I like to start it by putting the cards firstly on the heart card because my intention in living my life is to live it from the heart. So for me, as the psychic medium reader in this case, I want to start everything from that heart space as far as the base. So I'm going to put it on there. Doesn't mean to say that these cards, as I'm spreading them around, and they just go randomly. Wherever I feel like placing them, that's where I'll be putting them. And interesting how I've done some differently, and it just means that instead of shuffling, I don't have to stress an already stressed wrist that's in repair mode. I don't have to stress it anymore by doing the shuffling, which I normally would between each card reading that we get as a tarot or the Lenormand. So I'm really enjoying using this, and as you can see, there's little teapots with numbers because that's the form of what this card spread uses. It's a system. So from this, I would actually use some dice or get you as the person wanting a reading to choose a number between 1 and 18. Because as you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards by 3 rows is 18. It matches the fact there's 6 numbers on a dice. And there's the 1 dice at 6. So 3 rows of 6, 3 dice. So that the number that comes up, 1, 3, and 5 is 9. So that now the number that is chosen for the start of this reading, and it's just a general reading for this session. So we've got 6 there, 7, 8, 9. So it's actually the heart. It's starting from the heart base. I think synchronicity suggests it's a good one to use as the start. The intention is from the heart. It's creating a balance in what we present to the world. That's what I'm getting from this. So what is being presented is from the heart. It is creating that balance of understanding one way or another. It doesn't really matter. But we're going to be moving into another part of the story. Here's the green row, number 6. So you can probably already see how this system works. And it's creating the magic that we love to see in our lives. Yes, it's an older woman, hence this card does represent the older woman. I have read through the guide, sort of. I haven't memorized them, but this is Because I tend to not want to use the guidebook. I understand the cards from what I get intuitively and from what the images are. But because this isn't my system, I want to honour how Karen has designed it and her interpretations of the cards. So here we've got a spider representing an older woman, creating the magic and being creative and, what way we want to design it. And I just like it nice and loose and free and open for a Sunday morning, even though it's probably afternoon now. It's midday going by my computer, just after 1 minute past. So here it's still the green row, number 1. So here it is there, and it's this card. So we're moving on to the next card, that is the camel. And it really is about the endurance and persevering with what we need to be doing in whatever intention we have with it. For this live stream, the intention is the openness of communication, the trying different new things because we feel that we need to, want to. Need to, actually, it's not a need. I just love doing the live streams. And sometimes the need is on your part as those watching, and especially when it's psychic mediums, you're wanting to ask questions. So it's that persevering in finding your own answers as well as gaining them from somebody else that can help and assist you, like a psychic medium. So there we go with the 5. Pink is up the top. So that's this card here. And that's the celebration card. So it really is time to party, let loose and have a good time, which we have the time. Well, I have the time on a Sunday, hence I'm here live streaming and you're watching. So it's, you're taking part, you're being part of community. You're actually part of this reading. So what messages you get for yourself from it too, take on board for you. So there's the 5 blue rows down here, and we double check it because that should be the goblets as well, and it is. So it continues on with the story, and we're moving into the abundance, the money, the being able to do this, especially through this HAP app. Look, the earning capacity is only as much as you put out there and having that energy flow. The more that you're present on the hats, yes, the rewards are there. The more that you actually push past whoops, I did that the wrong way. I was trying to get rid of the glare. The more that you push past a fear of asking for money, the more you'll be able to earn in some respects. Because it was something that I was chatting to a girlfriend this morning, because she was told she charges too much for a massage, and yet she is worth it. She knows she's good at it, has been doing it for many years, and it's just, what are we worth is what you feel you're worth. So you put that out there in the energy that you spread around, and you'll be able to earn it. Whatever your value is, put it out there and know with confidence that you are worth it. And thanks much. I saw that somewhere. That was a message. I'll just get to that in a sec. So here is the abundance card. It's not just about money. It is about an abundance in your life. It's having that abundant attitude. 6 blues right next door to it. And we're picking up with the bat. And the bat is about intelligence, and it's more about direction. It's knowing automatically, even though a bat is technically blind, they don't actually have eyes. They have that sonar. They've got a system specifically designed that suits them in their way of living, in their level of intelligence, of how they know where to go for what they need to eat, and other things that they're actually needing as part of their living, being in their natural environment. So we go up to 6 pink, and here we go with that one, and it's moving us into a really good luck energy center. I might need to just have a looky cookie at what that message was, because I don't, that's just thanking for the link. So I'm hoping, if that happens, that have someone signing in for that. So here we go to the good luck. Someone is going to sign into my, buy me a coffee the HAPS reading, and I'll be able to do this on a live reading situation, moving to 4, and it will have the relevance for that particular reading. What we're doing here is the general card, to the general system reading for today, for what I'm doing right now, and it's bringing us home to that feeling of comfort, centeredness around the home space and the relationships that are with it. It is building relationships with family and friends. And it's one of the things that we can do. Even in live streaming, we can build friendship bases via this avenue. 5 green is this one. Double check it's the house. Can see that. And here we can be led, we can be guided, we can be taken in directions all over the place. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a drink of water. Actually, I haven't got my water in here. I've got coffee though. It's getting near empty. So I do need to buy me a coffee. So here we've got the directions that we can move. It's the twofold, I suppose, in the fact that a ship is on water and it's guided by the wind in this respect. It's not using motors, it's actually the wind power. And we can be floating on the waters at the will of the winds, or we can actually steer it in the way that sailing is directional. It is something we can navigate and use as we intend it. So decide which way you want that to be. 3 pink up the top, there it is. And move as if from that heart space, the intentional heart space. Spreading, it starts with self-love, that we can grow for ourselves and then move that into that open aspect of out in our communities with the actions we put with our loving energy, our love and care for the whole of humanity is what I'm trying to say there, because that's where I really like my energy to be spent. And it goes back to the 3 green, which is where we started, as you can see. So because that's already been revealed, that makes it the completion of that spread. So we're actually seeing that is the system. That's how this spread works, the way that this will be, it cycles through what cards you need for your reading. It doesn't mean it means I don't need to choose for you, whether it's 3, 5 or whatever, but the system itself actually is chosen in how it starts with that first number, that first step. So I find it really a good way of doing the readings. I really like it. And I don't have to shuffle them. I just pile them all together again and spread them out randomly, as I did. You saw me doing that. So pretty good system. Now, if you're over here on HAPS already, definitely, if you'd like to, just do the follow button would be a good idea, because it's lovely to see faces joining back in again and building community. I really have enjoyed that part of that aspect of what is, the time I've spent on Facebook and YouTube so far. It's lovely to see the names popping up regularly for the daily live streams that I do. And I didn't realise I've got the gold thing sitting up there at the top. I might take that off. I'm just going to spread the cards out again, ready for the next one, because I'm hoping that there's, I live in hope. I'm hoping that somebody will click on that Buy Me a Coffee HAPS reading so that I can see if it actually comes up on the screen. I haven't checked what my Buy Me a Coffee is doing yet, because as far as I understand it, that is something that integrates with the HAPS app, that it shows up on the screen as somebody does, but I'm not sure if I've set that up properly. So that's one of the things that would be lovely to test out in real life. And haven't got anyone over on the Twitch. I'm trying to find my Buy Me a Coffee on my tabs at the top. No. So here we go. So now I'm back in my Buy Me a Coffee, just checking out if I've set it up properly. I really don't have any idea if I have or not. But that's fine. I haven't got any further contributions there from, oh, hi, Miriam. Hopefully I have pronounced your name correctly. Miriam, it'd be lovely to know where you're from. I know I can, and one of the other things with the hats is you can click on someone's name while you're actually live to check out the profile without interrupting a broadcast. So I'm looking at that and I'm wondering, where is Astana Kaz? The short versions are, I'm not very good geographically. I have absolutely no idea. I can see that you've listed yourself as a musician, which is wonderful. What type of instruments do you actually play? Or do you compose? Miriam, it's lovely to see you here. Thank you. And you're here within HAPS. So there's another example of how versatile and broad in the global aspects that HAPS is. And it's lovely to see that variety. I'm really enjoying seeing that in that level of, wow, didn't know where that was. Didn't know where, there was another place in France. I had no idea where it was, but the river and the walk that we were taken on looked absolutely magnificent. And then getting to know even some of those locally in Australia that I'd have had no idea, what some of those places are even like. So I'm going to leave it there because it is lunchtime here, roughly. And thank you for watching. Thank you for those who are going to be in that, what do you call it, the replay, watching as replay. And, certainly join in, share the link for the HAPS app. There is a, it's like a referral program, promotional, that's got some form of, and there's also competitions in HAPS as well, so that if you're really wanting to get some bits and pieces, they call it swag. Often swag to me as an Aussie is that thing you chuck that you sort of carry on your back to roll out and sleep on when you're traveling. That's what a swag is. So when, as far as live streamers and the rest, production companies and the rest say, look, here's the swag for us. Well, to me, it's the merchandise. It's the stuff that's branded and labelled with your logo and things like that. So there is that type of competition with HAPS swag that's, getting on the leaderboard for and things like that. There's that part of it as well if you're competitive, sharing your referral links. Look, I'd love it if you did join in using my link, but it doesn't matter. Just be here to try it out for yourself. And it really is. It really is I like it. I like the variety. It really is a fun place to actually be. You're not getting the adverts like you have all the time anywhere else that you're looking. I haven't seen an advert yet, and I'd really like it never to have an advert. Would be the dream. I'm not a marketer person. I never did like ads and commercials on my TV when I was a kid. And that's from years ago, all that stuff. So thank you for being here. I'm going to leave it there for now. So certainly I can put this one up that says, I've got another one. Hang on. I won't do that one. I've got this one too. I love the Bitmoji stuff. It's rather cute, the little creations that you can make and pick up. And it just it sits there so well with this type of show. So has anyone got any questions? You can always pop that in at any point in time. Or it's like I was going to say, look, we'll talk soon. I'll be here another time. And this is how I might close it out with this one or not. I don't know. I like it. It's cute. So we'll talk soon. I'll be here. I don't know when I'll be back on HAPS. I'm doing it more as an ad hoc. I haven't scheduled anything via HAPS yet. I just come on when I'm ready and able to. So lovely to see you next time that you might pop in and join me when I'm live or on the replay. Thanks for watching. And I've got to find the end broadcast button. They're all different, aren't they? There it is.